I'm going to tell you a little secret. Nothing is as perfect as it appears on social media, especially people's perfectly clean and tidy homes. Because generally people will only show you the perfectly clean and tidy bits. People often say to me, Ree, how do you keep your home so clean and tidy? And while generally most of it on the surface looks reasonably clean and tidy, because I do put things in place to keep surfaces clear and things like that, the truth of the matter is I've got little pockets of doom in my home, little Monica cupboards. Who remembers Friends, that episode where Monica's whole place was really tidy and then she had one cupboard where she shoved everything? Well, the truth is, no matter how organised you get and how clean and tidy things can be, when you've got kids especially, clutter accumulates. If you are new around here, by the way, hi, I'm Ree from mummyof4.com. Yes, I have 4 children. My eldest is in uni, 3 children living at home. And I just have got to tell you that staying organised is not a one and done thing, not for me at least. It's one of those things that has to be done kind of on a cycle. And we're in September at the moment. I know we're moving into the season of 3 of my children's birthdays within 6 weeks of Christmas, a lot of stuff coming into the home, a lot of things being purchased. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to create some space. So I've got a bit of a cupboard of doom, which I've been procrastinating dealing with in what is the playroom. Most of the time it was my eldest's bedroom when he's here full time, and when he gets back it's his bedroom again. Basically, that cupboard of doom has had a lot of stuff shoved in it. So today, I'm probably going to regret this later. Keep watching for the bit in the video where I'm totally regretting my life choices, but I'm going to do the only thing that I know to do in order to make myself do it, which is pull it all out, sort it all. I guarantee you there are things in there that I do not need in my life, and the goal is to free up some space so that when I go to sort some other things, like this whole unit behind me, this needs sorting, I've got some space in my life to move things around. So without further ado, let's go and show you what I'm talking about. So this is the children's playroom, and look, this stuff has been spilling out. This is some stuff that was decluttered from Zara's room quite some time ago, and yet has it left the house yet? No, it was shoved in the cupboard of doom. A case that needs to go away since our trip. Is there any space for it? No, because the cupboard of doom is full. I'm really nervous to open this up now. I can't believe I'm going to do this on the internet and show people. Look. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, that's just such a state. Look, in here we've got all of that is calyx, so that is what, a 2x4 calyx full of goodness knows what. We've got 4 calyx boxes there, 6 calyx boxes there. I can't even access them, there's so much junk in the way. And then over here, oh no. But look, do you know what? It's all got to come out. It's all got to come out. I'm going to empty it all out, and only then can we actually do what needs to be done and just really, really sort it. Oh my goodness, what am I doing?
We collide, we break down, caving in to our doubts, faces filled with sadness. When words are said, we'll regret.
I knew I said I'd get to the regretting my life choices for tackling this project bit. Who knew it would be so soon? So cases are out. Excellent. Still need to pull out this. This is an air conditioning unit that was buried so deep that during the current heat wave, we forgot about it. For goodness sake. All these boxes still need to be pulled out. I have taken down all the hanging stuff, moved the chair sideways so I can get into here, which I don't need to do regularly, but I think next step, empty out these boxes and clean it, and then we'll start dealing with the horrific mess I've made. So on the plus side, the cupboard behind me is empty and ready to clean. On the downside, I can't see the floor in my living room, there's nowhere to sit, and I cannot physically go to bed tonight until this is done because the whole house is now upside down. I have definitely got myself into a hole that there's only one way out of it, and that is by sorting the mess. So I'm now going to give this wardrobe a clean and then start putting things back into it. I don't mind there being stuff in it. I just want it to be stuff that we actually use, not just stuff that's been shoved there that doesn't actually belong in the house and we haven't looked at or even looked for that matter, for years. So let's now clean before we begin the horrific task of sorting.
Even though we know this is the hard way better, we can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better, we can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better, we can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better.
Okay, and I know I always normally start up high, I dust up high before I vacuum. Why are you doing it this way round, Ree? It's because the floor was so gross I did not want to step on it in my bare feet. So now I'm gonna spray and wipe and dust, work down, and then I guess I'll have to do the floor again before we can start putting stuff back in.
Back, let's start again to a place a long time ago when I kissed your lips. I can see the fire that we made just to save us when we try to make up for never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, that we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way. This is the hard
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on a fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not.
So we're going to start with some quick wins. Some of this stuff needs to go directly back in. For example, this is bedding. That goes with the sofa bed that when my eldest comes home, pull it out, chuck the bedding on the bed. These are sleeping bags. Could I find the sleeping bags when my child had a sleepover the other day? No, because there was so much mess. So everything that's going back in, I'm going to use this label maker and I'm going to label both sides of the boxes. So whichever side I'm looking at it, I can see what is in the boxes and it'll just make my life a lot easier. So quick win, label these, put them in. That's 2 boxes down and only 11 billion to go.
I just wanna go my own way, gonna let the past burn down, cause honestly don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you. I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. 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 I'll listen to my heart. I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. 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 I don't wanna be dragged in a box. I just wanna go my own way. 'Cause I am on my way. 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 I am on my Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me. Oh.
Okay, I'm nowhere near finished, totally overwhelmed. The whole house is literally upside down. But I've got to stop because I've got to take my children to their activities. So I'm just going to have to find some energy and momentum to pick this up later on. Oh, back from activities, had dinner, been plodding on a bit more. Let's keep plodding. I'm going to create some boxes for seasonal, off-season stuff, as in hats in the summer and flip-flops in the winter. And we've got Ugg boots. It's summer, we don't need those at the moment. So I'm going to call these boxes off-season, seasonal, to go underneath my seasonal boxes. Definitely regretting having started this. I just know it's going to be really great when it's done. So I'm going to keep going.
And I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake, now you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me. In my bed, 5 to 12, wish I could sleep. Dream about all the ways you could reach me, but now you keep missing out on me, that's for sure. Take down your walls and let me ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me. Yeah, brick by brick, now.
The children are now in bed. My husband is out, so I can just crack on and tackle all this. But I've got to say, I don't have much more energy. I've got to tackle it. Equally, I cannot go to bed until it doesn't look like this anymore, because I have to get up in the morning and exercise and work and do all the things, which I can't do with all this mess around me. So I think I'm just going to have to put as much stuff as I can away in boxes, pick through the stuff in the lounge that needs to be hung up, and then whatever's left that needs sorting to go, because I know there's some stuff my husband, I need to know if he wants to sell it or donate it or whatever. I'm just going to have to put it in an orderly pile so that I can deal with it and it's not taking over the whole house, because at the moment, oh, it's looking pretty shocking. I'm not quite sure I'm even going to finish it. much later. The house is looking far from perfect, but I think it's at a level where I might be able to go to bed. So before I do that, I'm going to show you what I've done. So all of this is to go in the car. That's for donating to the school. Those are shopping bags I found. I also dropped off 5 bin bags for donation earlier, and I've got another 3 already in the car to drop off tomorrow. I need to sort out all this wrapping paper. The wrapping paper situation is wild, but I've got something on order for that. So make sure you're subscribed with bell notifications on, because I've ordered a thing which hopefully will sort this situation. Now I've slimmed down the coats and things a lot, but there are still quite a few. And you can just move them now because there are fewer to one side to access the boxes, which are now at least labelled from both sides. I looked everywhere for the flipping sleeping bags before. I should be able to find them now. Again, coats down here, but I can move them one side or another side to access all the stuff because it's not overstuffed. Everything is labelled. It makes me happy. Down the bottom I have got helium, and I have put the air conditioning unit back in there. Not sure if that's going to stay or go, but for now, for tonight, it's fine. And then over here, this is the extra mattress which doubles up with a sofa bed. I don't really know what to do with that, so for now it's shoved in there, but at least we can move around in here. This was all falling out on me every time I opened the door before. It was a nightmare. So down here we've got boxes full of labelled stuff, and this side is my entire Calyx. Yes, 8 boxes, all labelled seasonal. They are all currently empty. Yes, empty. What are you going to put in the seasonal boxes, Ray? Well, I'm going to put things for upcoming seasons. So Easter eggs I've bought for friends and family before Easter, Halloween decorations just before Halloween, gifts that haven't been wrapped yet, all the things. And I have got 8 boxes, and I'm adamant they are staying empty other than seasonal specific things. I have put the suitcases up here and the other suitcases just in the corner over there. So it's not perfect, but oh my goodness, it's so much more organised than before. And yes, I do have to still sort the wrapping paper, but we'll, like I said, that'll be next vlog kind of job. These boxes in the living room are full of things that I'm not quite sure what to do with, whether my husband wants to sell them or whether we're donating them, so we'll talk to him about those tomorrow. Can't deal with that now. Ditto with this pile. And yes, there is still a rather large pile that needs sorting, but you know what? It's better a pile than an entire room, because earlier, if you remember, it was flipping horrific in here. So remember, no matter how perfect everything looks on social media, people are hiding some of the messy bits, and not necessarily in a malicious way. Sometimes it's because they want you to think them in a certain way, or they're ashamed of the mess. I get that. Sometimes it's personal life stuff that maybe everyone looks all smiley like their life is perfect, but actually they've got some stuff going on behind the scenes that it's not that they don't want to share it, it's just not appropriate to, because maybe it involves other people. I think this is really important for all of us to remember. I'm talking to myself as much as to you, that we should not be falling into the comparison trap and beating ourselves up about everyone else's home being perfect. So please, if you have got messy cupboards of doom in your home, make me feel better by letting me know down in the comments. That would be brilliant. So I'm gonna have to pick up the rest of this tidying in an upcoming vlog, because I'm absolutely drained, exhausted now, and as much as it pains me to leave all this and go to bed, it's what I'm gonna have to do. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all those YouTubey things. You can click on screen and check out my Patreon if you want to hang out with me a little bit extra, see some early release videos, that kind of thing, or click on another video that YouTube thinks you may like on screen now. Thanks very much, guys. Mwah. I'm going to bed.